one too. Oh man. What's up everybody? Today we are gonna do some testing based on some comments I got on a video I did last time. As you all know, I use a car hauler to take my side-by-side where it needs to go. Some people commented and told me that there's better ways to strap things down, which, you know, that might be true, but basically this video is going to be me justifying why I use these lasso straps. I'm going to take some measurements at all four corners, you know, on the distance from the edge of the trailer, and then I'm going to run a loop out through the Arizona strip, and then we're going to come back. We're going to measure it, and we're going to see if it moved at all. So anyways, let's get some measurements, and then let's go run this ship down the road and see what we get. All right, start up here at the front passenger, 3 1/8 inches away from the edge of the trailer. Okay, rear passenger is 3 5/8. Rear driver is 1 1/4. Front driver is 2 1/2. Let's go run it down the road and see if we can get it to move. Oh, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share it with your friends. If you've got some guy that's really opinionated about how to tie things down, send them this. Can't hurt. Maybe they'll be your friend. Maybe they'll unfriend you forever. Who knows? Try it. It might be fun. That was way more bumpy than I was anticipating, but that's okay. So that should have tested the way this works. So let's see if we can get some measurements, see if it moves at all, and then we'll strap it down with the Rhino straps and test those out. 3 1/2 now, where before it was 3 1/8. So it's moved inboard just a little bit. Rear passenger is 4 1/4, where before it was 3 5/8. So it's moved inboard a little bit too. Let's go with rear driver, 2 1/2, where it was previously 1 1/4. So that's moved inboard a little bit. And then front driver, hit 3, where previously it was 2 1/2. Okay, so what's happened is actually not that uncommon when you strap something down by the wheels out here. You will notice that all of these numbers have gotten bigger, which means that all of them have gotten more space between the edge of the trailer and the tire. That's okay, there's no issue there. It hasn't moved side to side per se. It's just the fact that we hit some gnarly bumps. As long as it hasn't moved off to one side or moved to the other, I don't care. It's staying put. We hit gnarly stuff. It's just the suspension has allowed it to travel, sucking those wheels in as they go up through the stroke, or go down through their stroke, I guess. Okay, let's throw the other ones on. Now we're gonna hook it up with the Rhino straps, test those out. These are gonna go on a little bit different. So these actually have these axle loops. This is what these are for if you have like a solid axle vehicle, you can hook them around the pumpkin or around the axle itself and then go straight back, straight forward, whatever you want. I just hook them to the A-arms here. This is how I've done it with these. Clip that in there, cool. Then you just feed this through. That side's cranked. Okay, so obviously this setup's a little bit different, right? Because we aren't going to go directly to the tire out here. We're actually hooking into the suspension. The problem you have when tying down like this is, as the suspension cycles up and down, these will actually loosen because that suspension comes down. These get looser up in the front. You're gonna have the same problem. I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I'm gonna probably double check this one when we get halfway through the loop, just because I am more nervous about these coming off than I am about using the lasso straps, believe it or not. So let's try it. First casualty. You all see that? That one too. Oh man. That sucks. Let's check out the back. I'm sure the back's similar. Yeah. Ah. Well, lasso straps aren't looking so bad right now. I'm at a loss right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know whether I should just re-tie them down, go through the heavier off-road section and try again, or maybe just call it good on that. The lasso straps on the tires made it the whole trip without getting loose. That's all I'm gonna say. They made the whole trip. They didn't get loose. There was no problem. Yeah, these didn't even make it out here without getting loose. That super sucks. All right, so very clearly that sucked. Let's go take some measurements. Okay, front passenger is at 3.5. So shockingly, that one didn't move that much, even for how loose the straps were. Rear passenger is at 4.25, so that moved 1/4 of an inch. And then let's look at the rear driver. 2. Rear driver was 2.5, so that's actually a bigger difference. So that actually came further this way, and that matches up with what we had here. You know, we got a 1/2 inch of shift. The whole thing shifted this way, which is much worse to me than having the tires suck in on their stroke. Front driver was at 3 before. We're at 3 there. Okay, so not a whole lot of actual movement, but more movement laterally from the whole machine in comparison to what the lasso straps did. And on top of that, I didn't even get to finish the full route before these came loose, and I had to tighten them up and head back. So not a strong showing from the Rhino straps, at least in the configuration I have them. We'll catch you on the next one.